Perfect. It's been a month, so it's time to taste these two whiskies again and decide what we're doing with the aging. This is one where I'm following the recipe, or at least reasonably closely. I haven't diluted it quite as quickly as the recipe was suggesting. The recipe was saying 10% each month, and I've diluted this down 10% in the first month and only 7.5% in the second month. And I'll dilute it down again by another 7.5% this month, which will bring it down to about 45%. But I'm just going to taste this to see where we are with it at the moment. Well, it smells quite nice. It's got there's definitely the oak smell in there, but it's not dominant. It's sort of fruity, and I don't know what fruit. It's reminds me a bit of plum, but sort of a cooked plum maybe. Well, that's definitely improving. That's not as sour as I was remembering from last month. Um, the sourness is coming back to more of what I expected from that sort of peaty smoke that was in there. Um, so that's seeming quite positive. I was a bit worried last month because of just how oaky and bitter it had all gone. I was a bit concerned that it just, hey, too oaky, you've messed it up and it wasn't going to improve. But that's okay. That's certainly heading in the right direction. Not sure I'd want to drink that neat as it is at the moment, but it's getting there. Certainly better than it was. Definitely still some of the tannins are coming through, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was last month. Oh, sounds promising. Looking good. So I want to add, where are we now? We're at 52.5% roughly. So I want to add 178 millilitres to bring that volume up to about 1.25 litres. And that should bring the ABV down to about 45%. So this is my slight variation on the recipe. I went a little bit deeper into the tails on this to try and pick up a bit more of the peaty smokiness. It's at 55% ABV, and I'm going to be aging this for much longer than the other one. So I'm just going to taste this and see where it is at the moment. That's really subtle on the aroma. I'm having a difficulty picking up much of anything from it. If anything, there's a bit of grain, you know, the smell of the actual cereal grains. If anything, but it's very subtle. Well, again, that seems to be heading in the right direction. A bit of tannins right on the very tail end, but it's definitely sort of a peaty, sour is the right word for that peat taste. But it's definitely sort of a peaty, smoky flavour coming off of it, rather than the oak tannins dominating it, which is what it was last month. Which is weird. It's like a roller coaster ride with these flavours in there. With a big hit of sort of vanilla sweetness on this second recipe on that first month, and then it took a real nosedive into getting completely too much oak and tannins flavours coming out, that I was concerned that I'd just gone too far and it wasn't going to recover from it. But maybe it's the removing the bit of wood, or maybe it's just the extra month in aging. But this is definitely starting to head back. It doesn't have that initial sweetness that it first had after that first month, but it's certainly heading to what I'm perceiving as maybe sort of fruity flavours. Now I've had a drink, that aroma definitely getting a more fruity smell to it. Definitely doesn't have a lot of a peat or smoke in the aroma. It's very much more of a sort of cooked fruits type thing. Definitely some tannins still in there, so that oakiness hasn't completely gone. But if it continues to fade away and get replaced by more of the peaty smokiness, I'll be very happy. Well, that's unexpected. I had expected today to be going, oh no, it's all got worse, but both of them appear to be heading in the right direction. So I don't intend to change the amount of wood that's in them, and we'll just leave it to carry on and give you another update in another month. But it's looking promising again. If you've got any comments, add them below, that'd be really wonderful. I'd love to hear what your own experience has been with trying to do aging, how the flavours have changed over time, you know, what percentage ABV you started with, how much oak you put into it, what length of time you left it for, all those sorts of things. If you do a quick summary of those into your comments, that'd be really great. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for watching.